What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Vape Coach. We are back again in your life, and guys, it is time for a top 8 bracket. Let's do this damn thing. Let's send it your way. Coming up first, gonna be Geestar and Jazwo. CKRecords taking on Kamisama, Redvis taking on Kayrim, and Chad, we got Stats, aka Jiujitsuotter, to round us out with Ahiless. Chat, let's do this damn thing. Let's figure it out. Coming up first is gonna be Jazwo taking on Geestar, and shout outs to this amazing community. Let's do this. Let's go and let's roll. All right, chat, let's make this happen. It's going down. It's gonna be Geestar, and he's gonna be taking on Big Jazwo. Let me switch those names around just for some clarity's sake. Let's do this, and let's see who is gonna win here between the Ermac and the Ghostface. Let's go! By the way, shout out to this entire community. I see Lucid, CKRecords, Killer Can, Platinum Hunt, and the Ouse Bouse up in here. Let's go and let's get it. Let's see who's gonna be bringing that heat today. Let's see who's gonna be making it happen. Is it gonna be Geestar coming through with that broke base? Already starting to go a little bit mixy mix. He's going aerial, slamming Jazwo right back down. This combo is the combo that just keeps on giving. Blonde Bomber, what's going on, my goat? Still enjoying those emotes, I see. Nice. All right, the big boot of doom though. What is gonna be the mix from Jazwo? Geestar not gonna wait around to find out. Geestar swinging for the fences. Geestar with a fantastic lead, and let's keep it rolling. I know that Platinum Hunt. I'm just waking up. Give me some slack. All right, though, let's see it, though. This is going to be Geestar. He is tuning this one up. Geestar continuing to play with fire. He's going to get burned. And Jazwo on the board. By the way, Arn Kratos coming through with the raid. Can we get some big W's from my boy Arn Vapos in the building? One of the best shags in the world. And #1 in my heart. Shout-outs to big Arn Kratos. Kratos, hopefully you had a great stream, brother. My goat, how have you been? Kratos, don't tell nobody, but we're gonna have a couple beers together. Welcome everybody from Arn Kratos' stream. Hopefully you're having a great day. Hopefully he was cooking up over there. But this is gonna be Geestar. He needs one more hit and he's gonna nail it. And that is going to be the round. That is gonna be Jazwo going down. All right, let's see. By the way, Sir Balboa, we will talk later. However, though, again, we are going to be coming through. Overhead slam is not going to haste that. Put in fridge. We'll be waiting for you to drink together. Got you, Kratos. Got you. I'll be there. However, if you're coming from Arn Kratos, I know exactly who you are, Balboa. However, though, let's keep this going. Let's keep this flowing. Yeah, it was me. However, though, this is going to be Jazwo now finally starting to get on the board a little bit. Let's see what they got. Good stuff again, but they do drop it, but they go for that reset. Nice overhead into the mixy mix. This is going to be now the homie, though. They are coming through. Balboa, we're going to talk about it later. If I have to tell you again, though, that will be it for this conversation. However, though, let's keep this going. By the way, Chanel, talk to me. How's everything going? Hang on. We are now going back up into the air. This is Geestar. He is cooking. Flowery, but my goat, talk to me. I just saw you came at me with that Twitter follow. I'm going to get you back just after this stream. However, Jazwo going to be cleaning things up pretty nicely. That will be the round. We are all tied up like me on a Friday night chat. Fight. All right, the action continuing to raise, the action continuing to go haywire. Big use of the knife again. Brendy Cage, what's going on? How you been? Chanel, I'm doing amazing. We are just getting started. I actually just woke up 20 minutes ago, but you know what? You can't keep a good dog down. All right, Geestar gonna be going all this kind of mixed knives all up on the board. Scorpion to pick up that damage, and we are going back up into the air. Garkusha, what's going on, my brother? Nice, the low again. And let's see what the future will tell for this one. Big grab again. Geestar starting to pull away. And we've got a star-studded lineup here. However, we're going to see if Geestar can make this work. Good use of the armor again. Wait a minute. So that's a punish coming from Jazwo. And good stuff again. We are back up on the board. Does Jazwo have these? Can they connect? Can they make it happen? Holy moly. One more of these. One more is all Jazwo will need, chat. Oh, but he dropped it. And can Jazwo do it? Can Jazwo do it? He's got it. But he drops it not like this. And the grab. Hang on a second, though. Geestar will have meter. Something to pay attention to. Oh, but he misses it. That's going to be Jazwo. And that will be game #1 in the books. Jazwo gonna find a way to bring that all the way back. Holy moly. This character, we've been talking about Jazwo for a little bit. A player that most definitely does have comeback potential. And against this Ermac, you're gonna need every single bit of it. That will be the game. However, we are heading to another one. Let's do it. Platinum Hunt, I am well aware. However, let's get to it, chat. Let's send you to game #2. Let's see if Jazwo can keep that going, or if Geestar has a little bit something for us. Let's do it. On to the next we go.
Ghostface, Janet,
Here, let's do it. By the way, Weddy, what's going on, brother? Big Rocky, Mizura, what's going on? Welcome back to the building. All the goats are here, including Platinum Hunt as well.
Cannot be broken.
All right, let's see it. Let's make it happen. If you are just joining us, this is Vape's Fight Night Tournament Edition. This is 1v1. Yesterday, we did have that 2v2. Extra sweaty, and this one should be no different, chat. However, though, a little bit of lag spikes, a little bit of whiffing in public, that is illegal from everything we know. Good. Beautiful stuff again coming from none other than Geestar. This is where he can make it sure to make his mark. And this is Geestar stabbing away the competition. However, Jazwo is still trying to find that mix of their own, the overhead. Gonna be nailing them, and Geestar gonna be going on a roll. Beautiful stuff again. All right, nice. Geestar, though, with that big command grab, Jazwo. They've got to do something. I don't think there's enough time. Wait till the drop. Geestar immediately picking back up. Chat, we are seeing Ghostface shoot up that tier list, or at least it looks like it to me. Let's go to that next round.
Fight.
By the way, guys, we are back on that YouTube. If anybody does want to follow us, you can do so right here. However, though, we got to focus on here and now. This is Geestar looking to put this one away. Does not want to give Jazwo the chance to bring this back. Yo, what's up, Big Mizura? Man, I saw you followed yesterday, still hanging out with us today. We absolutely love to see it. However, again, this is going to be none other than Geestar continuing to cook here in the corner, chat, and Geestar continuing to roll. Geestar needs a little bit more damage. Can he guess right? Holy moly, Jazwo finally getting started. Good. All right, though, we are going back and we are going again, Ariel, chat. Man, you have to imagine Jazwo would need so much damage to bring this back. Are they going to be able to do it? Oh, there's the foot stomp. No Scorpion, though. And the jump again. There's a big pickup from Geestar. And that is going to be the ball game. Geestar able to get it done. And Geestar gonna tie this up just like me on a Saturday night. However, chat, I need you to focus on these matches. These are big, important matches. On to the replay we go. And once again, shout out to this entire community. What's going on, Big Arrow? Judo Master, we have not seen you in so long. How's everything going, my man? Either way, chat, this one is heating up. It is going crazier than me at the all-you-can-eat buffet line. Let's go and let's roll. And by the way, Big DJ over here, what's going on, man? Judo Master saying what's good, man. Dude, it's always a pleasure to see you guys in chat every single day. It's always so much of a family reunion, I would say. However, let's do the damn thing, though. It's going to be Jazwo and Geestar trying to get this thing going. And who is going to take the lead here? All right, it's going to be Jazwo representing CGF, a very talented team. I know the owner personally. He's a very handsome man. However, though, Jazwo trying to bob in, trying to bob out. By the way, 6 Tangy, where have you been my whole life? What's going on? Hopefully everything is good on your side of the aisle, Tangy. Welcome back to the events. Oh my goodness, all the goats are here. And DJ. All right, though, that's gonna be Jazwo with a nice big grab of their own, and Janet's gonna be on the way. You better believe it. Jump-ins again. Weddy's over here. He's having a ball. I can't say I disagree. Okay, good. Nice low. Getting rid of that Scorpion. However, that armor will be activated. Beautiful stuff again. Down one. And here comes Geestar. Jazwo not blocking. And Jazwo having to pay the iron price. Having to pay that knife price. Jazwo is getting taken through the ringer. Oh man, I'm doing amazing, Tangy. Events have never been better. And we've had some amazing company here into your stead. However, the low's coming through again. Big, wait a minute. Tez is over here. What's going on, Big Tez? Good grab, Janet on the board once more. But Jazwo with the lead, but Geestar can change that on a drop of a dime. What's he go with? The overhead nailed him. Holy moly, and here comes Geestar. And there's another command grab. That might be enough to do it. Geestar is rolling. And that is gonna be him slamming back down. Does he got this? And Geestar able to work his way in just like... Okay, on to the next round.
Round 2.
Balbo, I know how to get a hold of you. Don't worry about it. All right, the low again. Please do not say anything about it again. All right, though, we are still continuing to cook here. Jazwo, gonna see if they can knock this up. Tez, I'm doing amazing. We are just waking up, man, and we are just back in this event. However, Jazwo, do they have those 60%ers? Are they gonna go for the restand? Don't lie to me, Chad. Don't lie to me. A little bit of a drop-table right there from Big Jazwo, but we do have some counters to pick that back up. Nice. Maybe a little bit too clean, Mazera. I don't like it. That being said, I do kind of like it. Okay, and that's a dominant round. Is that a flawless from Jazwo? Holy moly, donut shop, and Jazwo continuing to cook.
Fight.
However, chat, we gotta focus on here and now. We gotta focus on big round number 3, and we gotta see who's got these bad boys. However, Jazwo starting to pull away, it looks like. Slams him right back down again. There's another big grab. Jazwo is going crazy. Jazwo just trying to make him make some mistakes here. Calls the homie, gets out of the corner. Okay, use of the ball roll. Knives all over the place. What's he got from here, though? Explodes him all over the place. That one, Jazwo seeming to find Geestar's timing. And look at this, trying to get that shimmy neutron. He does! However, we are going to be breaking away from any and all of that nonsense. Geestar, he is on death's door. Geestar making the most of it, though. What can he do from here? Geestar! And Geestar still going! Command grab into the scorpion, I presume. There it is on the board, baby. And throws him up right back in the air. Spend that fatal. You gotta find a way to spend it. Whiffing in public, a class 3 felony. All right, though, Death's Embrace. You don't want to get hit with anything silly. Janet getting sent out of rotation. And look at this, Jazwo still whipping, but Jazwo is gonna find their way in and slamming him right back down on the ground. Jazwo with a 2-1 score and bringing this back. Yo, what's up, Dame Creations?
Ermac
Or as I should say, Damian Panay. I know who you are under that hidey. What's going on, brother? Welcome back onto that replay. Let's send it your guys' way. And Chad, this is some pretty impressive damage, I must say so myself. Jazwo with a 2-1 lead. Geestar gonna have to find their way back. Let's see if he can do it. Let's go and let's make this happen. Chad, this very much does look like our first game 5 of the night. If Geestar is able to get his ducks in a row, we will see soon. All right, Jazwo coming out with the tried and true. Geestar, are they gonna switch it up? Not right now, or so it would seem. And by the way, CKRecords and Kamisama, get those invites ready, please and thank you. I'm gonna tag you guys in the Discord. I wanna make sure nobody's late. DJ, take over, of course. All right, let's see it though. Let's see if this can be the mixy mix pressure that Geestar has been talking about. All right, chat, once again, thank you so much to everybody here coming through, making this event what it is. Oh, DJ, whenever you want to, man, I'll get you in here. I'm gonna talk over you the entire time. However, that is neither here nor there. Geestar having himself a solid round, chat. Nice, big punish from Jazwo. Does not pick it up. Performance issues 1 in 5, chat. 1 in 5 men will suffer from that. Going up aerial, Jazwo, we need a solid burger. They're gonna go for it, I like it. All right, slamming him right back down. Janet, though, we're at the 30. Can he get to the 40? Can he get to the 50? And this is gonna be Jazwo going all kinds of crazy. One more will be enough to seal it. He nailed him! Oh my goodness, and just like that, it's going to be Geestar. Geestar getting tagged and Geestar going down. And that is Jazwo. And I told you guys about this. Jazwo's Rob Factor, second to none here in MK1. Let's see if they can figure this out. Let's see if they can get that last one on the board. Nice big grab, though. Nice knife to your chest. Don't take it out. He takes it out, and he puts it back in. Nice. All right, though. Still not done. Throwing the knives everywhere. Big grab. Wait a minute. Okay. Whiffing again. Jazwo trying to find that timing, trying to find that distance. Chronovin might go to what's going on, brother? Is that my boy EC in the building? What's going on, brother? EC, us California natives, man, we love to see this kind of action. This is going to be Jazwo pulling away and going for another reset. Does kind of get it. Beautiful stuff again on the board. Jazwo using that telekinesis to their best ability. And Cuban, what's going on, my reptile sector goat? Talk to me. All right, Death's Embrace is on, which means no damage will be felt. However, that knife's gonna be better placed into your chest, and we're gonna be stabbing out those guts. Throwing him back airbound is gonna be none other than Geestar. Can he do this? One more mix is all he needs, just one. And it looks like he's got it. But he drops it, not like this. Geestar cannot afford to get hit once. Good use of the armor again. Jazwo looking for that final gambit, but here comes Geestar. Geestar, this should be the round. He needs just one more, and it looks like he's got it. Holy moly. And Platinum Hunt, we love to see it. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Now let's see if Jazwo can put this away. Let's see what they've got on the menu. All right, Janet's back out on display. However, this is gonna hurt. We're at the 20. He's at the 30. Can he get to the 40? The 50? Can he get to the touchdown? Jazwo still going, by the way. Slams him right back down. Nice. And another grab, though. There's another 14% to your dome nugget. By the way, chat, coming up next will be Kamisama taking on CKRecords must-see TV, and that's gonna do it. That is going to be all Jazwo, a 3-1 score, and GG's to both players. Holy moly. I don't even know what to say. By the way, Geestar, thank you so much for coming through, and thank you so much for making this an eventful match. However, that will be Jazwo. Moving on to the semis, let's see how they continue to cook. However, coming up next, chat, in fact, let me show you what we got coming your way. Chat, on to the next match. Let's take a look. However, onto that replay we go first. He said, I'm just a 10-year resident. EC, I feel you on that. I've actually never been outside of California besides a brief trip to Vegas. All right, chat, let's go look at that next match, though. We're going to be gambling on those points we already know. Let's go take a look. And with that result right now, it'll be none other than Jazwo making their way to the semifinals. Remember, this top 8 tournament going to be shown all in all the entire way through. However, Chad, coming up next is going to be CKRecords taking on Kamisama. Let's take you and let's go. All right, CKRecords, by the way, Santanji putting up the YouTube. We do love to see it. We did post our first video in over a month and a half today, by the way. We are so back. By the way, let me set up some channel predictions while I can. If you did bet on Jazwo, you will be winning on Jazwo. And tell me, guys, you have to legally tell me. Who are you guys betting on for this one? Is it going to be none other than CKRecords, or is it going to be Kamisama? And once again, the winners of this tournament, they will be advancing on. They will be continuing to fight the good fight. By the way, Geestar, always a gem to see you in the building, man. Definitely keep signing up. Good grab starting up from CKRecords. He's loving that Adini in action. However, against Kamisama Smoke, this could be easier said than done. Let's see it. Big whiffopotamus punish, though, coming from Kami. Kami is going to be the smoke. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, Kamisama is the smoke on the right, I should say. Say it with confidence, Vape. And this is going to be CK putting him in the corner, smashing him right back down. We can see it. Looking good, the low again, the double of the double dip. However, Kamisama not going to stay there for too long. Gets now CK in the corner, but can he maintain it? All right, Kamisama, though, going to be taking him for a ride. This is going to hurt the sector restand. Beautiful. Trying to call out that smoke whiff, though. That is not going to be good. That's going to be close. Yo, MK1 and Sheet, welcome back to the event. Evil Carnage, Geestar, Moker. It looks like we have so many GOAT members of CGF and just community members as well. Love to see each and every one of you. Kamisama making the comeback right then and there, and that is going to do it. Holy moly. All right, Kamisama is looking good. Throws him right back down the sector. Rockets are going to be on display. And let's see, though, can Kamisama make another bit of magic happen again? Smashed him right back down the low, the overhead, the forward, and this is going to be going absolutely crazy. Kamisama laying it on. Kamisama starting to pull away. Trying to teleport, but there will be no teleportation, at least on this side of the aisle. Good. All right, the 4-3 again. Kamisama starting to pull away. This might be close. This might be enough to do it. One more is all he needs. Chad, and this is going to be Kamisama. On a 1-0 streak, that is going to do it. What's going on, Luke's forearm? How are you doing today, my boy? Kamisama and that smoke looking like a dastardly couple. Let's go take a look at that replay. And once again, shout outs to this entire community. If you're just tuning in, if you've been here the entire time, nothing but love. Thank you guys so much for supporting the events. We could not do this without you, truly and tridely. I don't even know if that's a word. Let's get back to the action.
Smoke, Mileena, Sector, Sonya Blade.
All right, Kamisama gonna have that 1-0 lead with the smoke, though. Let's see if it's gonna be enough. CKRecords looking to chomp at the bit with that Mileena.
As long as I'm not the quarry.
All right, let's figure this out right here and right now. It's Kamisama, it's CKRecords. I know, Ahiless, if Kanimane were here, that'd be a much different story. By the way, coming up next is gonna be Redvis versus Kayrim. Get those invites sent out whenever it looks like. This one's gonna be ending a little bit early. Right now, the Adenians are on the board going crazy. It's gonna be big CKRecords. Nice, big punish again, coming from Kami, but they kind of do drop it. Important to note, important to note. Let's see it, though. Let's see what we got. Nice. All right, though. Trying to open up with those staggers, it would appear, chat. Nice whiffing in public, though. That's not ideal. We're both whiffing in public. CK gonna come out on top with that bad boy. Nice. All right, we are trying to march our way in. However, it looks like it's gonna be CK getting those big punishes. Nice, the low again. And let's see what the tea leaves are gonna read on this bad boy, chat. The onion rings are out, and that's gonna be CK. Absolutely taking it.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, though, let's go and let's roll. Kamisama right now getting zoned out a little bit as Smoke. This is odd to see. However, though, there's going to be a bit of armor. We're going to spend it quite nicely and get rewarded quite nicely. Kamisama again impressing in the corner, though. Motaro waiting in the background. Sonya coming and making that cameo. However, CK right now is now getting zoned out a bit himself. Nice. Overhead again, the big grab. Kamisama gonna be well within that lead. This is gonna be some serious damage. Gotta break away from that most certainly. And by the way, Blonde Bomber says, what's the new MK edition do you want to get? Oh, I have no idea. I don't even know what that's about. All right, though, we are backing up. We are going the full distance, so that's gonna be an overhead. And it is gonna clip him twice. Trying to get those shimmy neutrons. That's a big grab, and he slams him right back down. Nice onion rings on display yet again. More onion rings. Good. And right now, CKRecords, he's on the verge of tying this up. Big pickup, though, he cannot convert. And this should be the round. CK cannot wait. What's gonna be the mix? What's gonna be the mix? And that's gonna be CK coming through and making it rain. That's gonna be a 1-1 score. This is a tie ball game. Holy moly, chat, these players going absolutely crazy, and I love to see it. On to the replay, let's do this damn thing. And I gotta say, chat, every single day I love to be able to put on these tournament matches for you. And by the way, today, a lot of new people. Redvis, I believe, is one of our newest players, and I'm sorry, no. Redvis is one of our veterans, and Jazwo is one of our veterans. By the way, Mr. Wayne, what's going on? I'm not in your Discord, I got blocked. He said, put me back, please. I got you, Mr. Wayne, I got you. What is your Discord name? I'll take care of it after this.
General Shao, Sonya Blade.
All right, let's see if Kamisama does have the goods. We will figure it out. Let's make this happen, and let's go.
Why would I want that?
All right, chat, on to the next match. Let's do this.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, Kamisama now coming out with their main character, that General Shao. Slams him right back to Mr. Wayne 2-2. I'll take care of it after this, Mr. Wayne. All right, though. Let's see it, though. That's going to be a big whopper coming your way. However, does not go for the opti, does not spend any meters. We know exactly what this is. We are looking at General Shao taking on Mileena 2. Very tough characters. I would say General Shao a little bit higher on that tier list. Big slams him back down. Trevor going to take him airborne. And this, oh, he drops in. That's going to be a full whippopotamus. CK going to take the lead. And CK going absolutely wild here in Vape's Fight Night. Commanding presence. Overhead is going to land. And CK is absolutely gonna bring that back. That is gonna be the round.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, let's go, Chad. Let's go. Kamisama in trouble here in game number 2. That General Shao usually good enough to take it. However, right now CK is looking a little bit better for wear. Yo, what's going on? True Frostbite, how you been, brother? True Frostbite, what are you having to drink tonight? I'm gonna have me a couple Modelos, I'll be honest with you. However, though, more gunshots, more onion rings. Jazwo might go. The CGF player themselves. We'll see you soon. And going back down is going to be CK. Here comes Kamisama. Finally starting to wake up, and this is going to be big damage. Got to break away. And let's see it, though. That's going to be a whip punish. CK is looking good. He's going to spend it. I don't know if I agree with that. However, I do not know if I disagree with that necessarily. We got to see. This is gonna do a chunk of change. However, General Shao, because of that health, no, he does not have that life lead. One hit is all CK needs. Can they do it? CK trying to back up, though. The crystalline armor is gonna wear off. CK needs one more hit, but so does Kamisama. Nice, interrupting that, and that is gonna be the game. CK now on a 2-1 score. And CK bringing this back from pillar to post, looking pretty damn good. However, Kamisama will need one to send us to that game 5 that we've been looking for. Onto the replay we go. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Shout out to if you've been here the entire time. We love to have you guys here, man. W community, and we got a lot more events planned your way. An open tournament, by the way, tomorrow. You will see a lot of sweats and spawn. Let's go back to that game and let's do it. All right, let's see who's got what. CK needs just one more. By the way, Redvis and Kayrim, go ahead and get those invites sent out. We will see you soon.
General Shao.
All right, let's do it. Let's make it happen, and let's get this started. Match number 4 is on the way.
Sector. Kayrim Mansion.
This is your last chance to beg my forgiveness.
And let's see it, though. All right, by the way, yeah, Kayrim versus Redvis will be up next. That should be Omni-Man versus maybe the T-1000. I'm curious.
Round 1. Fight.
And by the way, Blonde Bomber hanging out with his Jazwo DJ, having a party, man. And look at Second and None, my goat, up in the building. Second and None, you are just joining us, man, for a fresh top 8 action, as is DJ. Big Carnage in the building. Nice, trying to get that with bottom. That overhead is clipping him. And here comes none other than CK trying to lay that hammer down. Big Arrow up in the building, coming through with those cat emotes. We love to see a Big Arrow. Nice low. Okay, smashes him right back down again, though, and this is gonna be a problem. And this is gonna be a... Wait, Kamisama. Kamisama is balling. Jumps in again. Going that way. Nice, overhead. And let's see it, though. These two are dancing in and out, but that's gonna be a punish. And this is gonna be CK. Will this be enough to kill? I think he's off the map with that hit. Holy moly, chat, and this is gonna do some serious damage. And that is gonna be it. CK is on the verge of moving on to the semifinals.
Brings out my worst.
Round 2. Fight.
Chat, Kamisama will need to win 2 rounds just to send this to a game number 5. Can he do it? Absolutely, but you gotta wonder how likely it is. CK is now turning it all the way on. Big punish, but we gotta break away from that, most certainly. Overhead again. And wait a minute, though, we're trying to duck that. You might want to think twice. Kamisama getting that big splat. Overhead again. However, though, those ball rolls are catching him. However, some performance issues we are seeing out of CK. Drops the combo. Low again, still going, still rolling, and look at this. Here comes Big CK. Can CK put this away for good? Does he have the technology? One more mix is all he needs. Can he get it? And that is gonna do it. That is gonna be all CK. A 3-1 score with a little bit of extracurricular activities, pulling out the Praying Mantis, and that is gonna do it. GG's to both players. Thank you guys so much for playing again. We will be seeing CK relatively soon. However, chat on to the next match, and let me show you exactly what that looks like. Again, thank you guys so much for playing. We will hopefully see Kamisama relatively soon. However, if you did bet on CK, you will be winning on Big CK onto that replay. By the way, Barry Brightson says I lost my damn coins. It'd be like that, man. It'd be like that. However, we got to focus on the future, man. This is going to be some big matches coming your way. Redvis, the Omega Sweat coming from Russia, I believe, taking on Kayrim, also coming from Europe, man. This is a cross-regional match. However, chat, this is going to be none other than CKRecords coming through and making it to the semifinals. Let's see what awaits him. However, chat, coming up next, Redvis versus Kayrim. Let's do the damn thing. Oh, wait, what the hell is this? Okay, now we're good. Redvis versus Kayrim. Let's do it. Those invites have already been sent out. Let's make this happen, and let's get this party started. Let's see who's got the goods here. Let's see who's gonna make it happen. Let's see who's gonna make it rain on these players.
The flesh pits.
Such power. Are you crown reborn?
As far as you're concerned, yes, I'm a god.
And chat, whoever saw these two franchises mixing, man, certainly not me. However, though, let's do this damn thing. Let's make it happen, and let's see if Geestar is gonna be able, let's see if Kayrim is gonna be able to survive the Conan coming from Big Redvis. Say, commentate this. La, la, la. That's as good as it gets, TJ. That's as good as it gets. I'll tell you what, I'll make a deal. This is never mandatory, but if that prize pool does get to $20 today, I will do a complete round in Arnold voice. All right, chat, that is gonna be a bargain. However, though, an entire round, yeah, that's gonna be a lot. However, that's what she said. Focus on the match, chat, focus on the match. However, though, let's see it, though. Redvis, he said, did you see Predator, Killer of Killers? No, but I heard it was good, EC. Everyone's saying it was good. However, though, here comes Kayrim. Are they going to spend that fatal? Not yet and not now. All right, though, forward 1-2 again. There's gonna be a big grab bottles on display. All right. By the way, there's gonna be another low. Kayrim, can they finish this? The teenage jet, that's gonna do it. Oh, Osboss, hey. I would never lie to you. Oh, wait a minute, Osboss already coming through. I might have to do this. I might have to do this. Holy moly, look what you got me into, DJ. I hate you. I hate you so much. Kick him off the team. They're 100% MK fans. And by the way, Runner Adams dropping a 10 bomb. Thank you so much, Big Runner Adams, supporting the stream, supporting the players. Great to see you. By the way, Runner Adams, was that you on my YouTube earlier? Don't you dare lie to me. Thank you so much, though, man. Definitely appreciate it. By the way, big W's coming for Runner Adams. However, though, we gotta focus on right here and right now. Big Spoon in the chat, and this is a spicy $10 prize pool. And now Redvis trying to pick it up. Slams him right back down. Looking good, Runner Adams, my goat. Thank you so much. Let me give you a shout out. However, that's gonna be Redvis tying things up, and this is gonna be close.
Final
Runner
round.
Adams always coming through with some love, chat. Give this man some W's. It might be time we make this man a bit of a VIP up in here. However, here comes this Omni-Man known as Big Kayrim. The pressure is gonna be mounting. And look at this damage. Wait a minute. Puts himself into the corner. Slams him again. What do we got here, chat? Madam Bo serving up drinks. That's gonna hurt. That is most certainly going to hurt. And Runner Adams getting our first sub goal on the board with that prime bomb. Thank you so much, brother. W community, W players, and now we got some W action to send your way. However, Kayrim just getting loosed. And by the way, Daffy coming through with the raid. Thank you so much, Big Daffy. Let me give this man a shout out. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Redvis coming back from the dead, or so it would seem. And Osboss coming through with the other 10. Osboss, thank you so much. Now a $20 prize pool. And now I have to now commentate in Arnold's voice. By the way, Os, thank you so much again. If you got those emotes, be sure to send them. The big Southpaws is making it rain. And by the way, Runner Adams coming through with that 10 and that prime bomb. Thank you so much again, brother. Holy moly. All right, you guys wanted action? Who am I to deny it? You guys think you're going to be able to survive Vape's Fight Night without at least getting a little bit hype? Oh, no. Think again. However, chat, on to game number 2, and now I have to commentate an entire round in Arnold's voice. Oh, man, this is going to be tough. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. All right, by the way, it's going to be none other than Kayrim with a 10. I'm sorry, with a 1-0 score. And chat, this is now going to be the Arnold impression. The Arnold impression.
Fine breeder for Viltrum.
I'd rather become king.
All right, chat, hang on. Let me switch the names around.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, he's got to go in. Yes, he has big sword. It's not the tumor. All right, Chujinko. Big sword. Yes. That is down 1. I am a T-800 unit. And all right, I decided. Look at this. It's not a tumor. Okay. Slams him right back down. And okay. Okay, listen. What is your daddy and what does he do? I am from Austria. Okay, don't grab me. And as you can see, big rock from space, yes. Sword, and that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the round. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. That was gonna be the Arnold round. Hopefully that was $20 well spent. Thank you so much to Runner and Ausbaus for making it happen. We did lose every viewer we had, but you know what? Was it worth it? Yeah, it was. And I would do it again. However, though, that is gonna be the round. He says the cookie put it down now. The cookie put it down now. It started coming off as a little bit Russian, but you know what? As long as you guys get your money's worth and as long as the players are happy, I have done my job. Big Rome, what's going on? You're just in the middle of some Conan action, and Kayrim seems to be cleaning this up. Just body, I don't even know how to say it, EC. My Austrian accent, it's not what it used to be, and it never used to be good. Nice. Big low again, coming on through, but this is gonna be none other than a big Redvis, but he drops it. Nice. My personal favorite has to be It's Not the Tumor. It's not the tumor. And this is gonna be Redvis cleaning it up. That is gonna be the round. Baba of Rome, welcome back, brother. How you been?
Final round. Fight.
All right, let's do it. Let's send it back your direction. We are all tied up just like Ausbaus on a Saturday night. Nice. Down 1 again. Slams him right back down and does big Kayrim. I'm sorry, Redvis. Names are hard, chat. Names are hard. Good. Forward 1-2 into the corner. Nice. Slams him back down again. So I was here to lead, not to yes. This chat is funny. This chat is funny. Carnage ban everybody. All right, let's do this though. Let's see if Kayrim can clean this up. Nice. All right, though, the thunderclap yet again. Madam Bo serving up drinks and Kayrim starting to pull away. Redvis may be in some trouble. And this is not nothing. There are 20 bones on the board. You gotta fight like you've never fought before. Breaks away. And let's see it, though. That is gonna hurt. That is gonna hurt. Does not get that optimal punish. Slams him right back down. Oh, Osboss. Mr. Freeze, that's Oscar-worthy. Don't you ever talk about Mr. Freeze. That was the GOAT. Nice. All right, though, let's see if Redvis, he will need a lot of damage, but this is Kayrim. Not waiting around for it. This is close. What is going to be the story here? What is going to be the story here? And another big opening. Redvis, you better spend it. Redvis, you gotta let that one loose. You gotta let the people know that you're still here. The parry, the parry. Down one. What do you got from here? The titties! But that's gonna be all Kayrim. And that is gonna be the game exploding him all over the place. Kayrim now with a 2-0 lead just like that.
Omni-Man win.
And the Omega Sweat, that is Redvis, is going down a 2-0 lead now for the Omni-Man to my left. And by the way, Firecakes, what's going on, brother Spare guys? Great to see you again in the house. However, chat, you are just in the middle of some sweaty tournament action, and let's send it back your way. All right, let's do this damn thing together, or let's do it as friends. Redvis will need to make a decision here. Is he gonna stick it out with the Conan? No, he's going with the broke face. Chat, this character has continued to wreak havoc here. This has been an absolutely scary character to say the least.
Stupid game.
Fine. No small talk. It's straight to the violence.
And by the way, EC saying Vape wake up, resubscribing for 4 months, just bodies from the underrated classic movie Commando. I see you, brother. We'll have to watch it on stream one day. Either way, EC, thank you so much for that Prime Bomb. 2 Prime Bombs. This community is crazy and I love it. We're all crazy. However, here comes the big fraudly man up into the air. This is gonna be some serious damage. Kayrim is looking to put this one away. Can they do it? To just enjoying my Sunday and yourself, and dude, doing the exact same thing, spending it with this amazing community, and now we're watching Redvis try to fraud his way back. Can he do it? Absolutely. Slams him right back down again, and we are going aerial. All kinds of damage coming from Redvis. Redvis really turning on the afterburners here, and Redvis now is gonna take the lead. Redvis is putting it on. Redvis, can he keep this going? One more is all he needs. But the same can be said for Kayrim. Neither player will have meter. That is gonna do it. Holy moly, chat. I am awake today, man. I am awake. This community is going crazy. The players are going crazy. Some of the best matches we've had the privilege of seeing. However, they're about to get a lot more sweaty. You better believe it. Forward 1-2 again into the corner, cross frames, and the Viltrumite stands, but he can't Viltrumite fast enough. Cat Saber might go. What is this P-Voyage? P-Voyage, what does that mean? Tez only over here, he's doing the big bonks. He said my Sen vs. Kaizen was better. I'll be the judge of that, good sir. I'll be the judge of that. Nice, the good low, and Redvis again. Can he send us into some extra innings? Redvis trying to plot this accordingly, but it looks like all Kayrim gonna be coming through with one-way traffic. He said it was a game 5. That's cool, man. I don't remember. I do a lot of these. However, that's gonna be Redvis. That's gonna do it. Oh, he doesn't cash out. Why? However, though, the big foot stop, he needs just one more. The Movado is gonna clean it up. And Chad, we have ourselves a ball game. 2-1 lead now, still for Kayrim. However, Redvis looking a lot better. Let's see how things continue to improve. Let's do it and let's send it your way. By the way, Staz, aka Jiujitsuotter, and Ahiless, make sure you guys are ready to rock. Make sure you're gonna be good to go. We will see you shortly. Chat, moving on to the next game. Let's see if Kayrim decides to come out with any special tactics. Let's see what they do. All right, let's rock, let's roll, and let's bring this entire house down. Let's make this happen.
Movado. Madam Bo. Shang Tsung's laboratory.
What's your plan? Trick-or-treating?
And all right, guys, Kayrim again. I don't know if they switched cameos. I did not get to see. However, Redvis is going to be coming out with that super bloody Ghostface face. We love to see it. On to the next match we go. Redvis right now trying to bring the entire house down, but this Omni-Man is not going to be going anywhere. Going to be staying in your face the entire time. Redvis is going to be liking that, by the way. Nice. Oh, the titty's gonna get immediately countered. And this is starting to kind of crumble a little bit for Kayrim. And Geestar, I see you guys playing. It looks like a ton of fun, man. Just being able to mix your opponent up from pillar to post. Nice. Good grab. Calls the homie. To start 10 minutes late, so professional and falling fluid. If you do, I will find you. All right, got you, Ahiless. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in just a bit. But hang on a second, we might have some Game 5 action if the tea leaves are to be believed. Nice again. Hang on a second, Kayrim not done. Kayrim still coming on strong. What do we got from this chat? Kayrim, one more. The jump in. The forward 1-2. That could have been the round. Let's see it. Let's see it. Nice, no punish, Madam Bo. They're gonna be throwing drinks at you. Reminds me of every girl I've hit on. However, that is going to be Redvis. He is gonna be cleaning that up.
Hey, we're not finished yet.
All right, Chad, you guys wanted action. Here we are in quarterfinals. This is only set number 3. Still 4 more to grace us. Let's see who's got it. Nice low again, the Movado. Redvis, this is starting to fall apart for Kayrim. Do we get our first Game 5? I don't know, Chad. Nobody tells me nothing. Overhead again. He uses that wheel kick to go alongside it. Let's see. All right, in the neutral, the forward 1-2. Flawless block, though, coming from Redvis. Blonde Bomber. Yeah, no, that was a W flawless block, to say the least. And now this is going to be none other than Redvis. He is starting to clean it up, Chad. And here comes Redvis again. And we have ourselves another game number 5. Just like that.
Ghostface wins.
And all right, guys, put your hands and fins together for one more match. Don't worry about it, Mouse. It's all good. We now go live 3 p.m. Eastern time, unless today I was a little bit late. I was a little bit tardy. However, I think chat can forgive me. What do you guys think? However, this is going to be game number 5 between these, and let's see if Redvis can complete the reverse 3-0. Let's see who's got the goods. And chat, put every emo you can think of in the building. This is going the distance. Except for that one, Cat Saver. God damn you.
What's your plan? Trick-or-treating?
This will be the final match of the night between these two warriors. Let's see who's bringing the heat.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, Kayrim starting off extra spicy, getting some drinks on the rocks as we can see. And it's gonna be Redvis completely rocking his shit. And by the way, what are we deleting messages for? What did I miss? Mizzera coming through. Big Baba of Rome is over here. He is actually drinking on the job. We do love to see it. Nice, bottles on display. Forward 1-2 into the air we go. And this is gonna do some heavy damage. This might be enough for Kayrim to take the lead. And I do believe it will. Look at this heating up. Mizzera over here going absolutely crazy. The Baba of Rome as well. Flowery but showing some love. And this could be trouble now. Redvis is going absolutely insane. And Redvis is slamming him back down. This could be close. Is this gonna be enough? And this one more mix is all he needs. The wheel kick is good. However, though, we do have Armor Madam Bo throwing drinks on the job. And let's see. This is close. But hang on a second. The low catches him. And that's gonna be Kayrim with the comeback of all comebacks. Kayrim getting it done.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, Kayrim will need one more, but Redvis does not seem like he's gonna offer it up that easy, chat. And by the way, after this is gonna be Ahiless taking on Stas, aka the Jiujitsuotter. I'm very curious to see how that's gonna go. The forward 1-2, flawless block for Redvis. Hang on a second though. Redvis, he will need to put his ducks in a row. He will need to bring this back if he can. Forward 1-2 again, the jump in, chat. And here comes Kayrim. Kayrim now trying to come through with that lead, but Redvis gonna call him out. And Redvis is bombing on big Kayrim. Do we get that last round of that last game? I would love nothing more. Redvis, a very, very talented player coming from Russia. Kayrim coming from EU as well, but chat, I think this is gonna go the distance, and here it goes.
I'm happy to put you in the hospital.
Final round. Fight.
All right, Chad, one round and you move on. But this is gonna be a heartbreaker. I feel bad for whoever loses this. However, it's gonna be Redvis in the lead. Kayrim trying to fight back. Forward 1-2, gets immediately armored. What is this gonna lead to? No punish though, the Madam Bo will get a down 2 out of it. Nice, forward 1-2 again though, stab in the feet. 9 out of 10 proctologists are not gonna recommend that you get your feet stabbed by a man in a black suit with a bloody mask. And here comes big Redvis again in chat. I think he's gonna put it away, and this is gonna do it. Redvis gonna take it by a score of 3-2.
I see something red.
Brutality.
And once again, shout outs to everybody who is watching this. By the way, Kayrim, thank you so much for playing, and thank you so much for making that match what it is, man. However, this is now gonna be us going through to the next match. Let me show you exactly what that looks like, but first, let's go ahead and let's send it your way as far as that replay goes. Garkusha in the building as well. Garkusha, when are you gonna sign up again? I miss everybody in here. He said proctologist. Oh, yeah. EC, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm not a smart man, EC. Either way, onto the game. Let's go to that bracket. Let me show you guys exactly what it is you're missing. However, moving on to the next match. However, I gotta fix this. I'm a little bit behind. It is gonna be none other than CKRecords as well as Redvis. GG's all around. However, coming up next, this is going to be Stas, the Sub-Zero player. However, he's going through a bit of a rebrand. He is now going to be known as the name under Jiujitsuotter. Let me make sure I spell this right. He is going to be coming out. The Jiujitsuotter is going to be coming on, and this is going to be him taking on Ahiless. The invites have been sent out. Let's see if it's going to be Otter. Let's see if it's going to be Ahiless, and let's go. All right, let's see if Riff is going to get on the board. I know there's a lot of people cheering for...
Takeda.
He said, do you want me to redo predictions? Oh, Lost Boss, it doesn't matter. No, I think they know who it is. Stas is going to be Jiujitsuotter. Just a little bit of a rebrand coming for him. And let's do the damn thing.
Ryu's location.
But Ospas, if you want to, you can. However, this is going to be our first Sub-Zero on the stream today. However, Stas is not new to the game. He is a veteran in the making. And by the way, ProStone coming through 6 months on the board. ProStone, thank you so much. 3 Prime subscriptions. I cannot thank you guys enough, helping keeping these events going every single day. W community, and thank you guys so much. ProStone might go, by the way, the manager of CGF. That is the man in charge. However, though, this is the Takeda coming out of Ahiless. Takeda, they've been liking this character a lot more. However, though, this is going to be the bomb squad known as Jats on the Loose. Rips, my goat is up in the building. What's going on, brother? Rips, do you want to do another beatbox if we get to a sub goal today? It's up to you. Hopefully you had a great stream, brother. I was sleeping today, man, but you know what? I saw Gio was killing it on the mic. However, this is Jiujitsuotter, also known as Stas. He is going to be putting this man in trouble. Hang on a second, though. The predictions are live. They're locked. They're loaded. And by the way, guys, as always, a huge shout out to the arena. I feel stupid even shouting him out because who in this chat is seriously not following him? Let's do it, though. This is going to be Ahiless finally getting on the board. However, though, Jiujitsuotter going to have to make something happen, though. The low. Nice. Beautiful stuff, though. Can he complete this? Does he have the goods? Nice. Ahiless not going to wait around to find out. Big grab coming from Ahiless. Nice, though. Going all kinds of aerial is going to be none other than Ahiless. Trying to bring this back, trying to take that lead. And once again, by the way, CK and Jazwo, make sure those invites are locked and loaded at each other's WB. That way you guys can cross-pollinate. What's up, Big Distorted? How you doing? Ahiless is going crazy. Ahiless is going off. Ahiless might have the technology. Ahiless might be good enough to get this done. Jump-ins again. However, this is going to be Ahiless. This is going to be the game. Champion of Light, thank you so much for the follow. And that will be Ahiless wrapping it up 1-0.
Outfought.
Holy moly. Hey, man, Ahiless is looking pretty good. I don't know. They might be able to make a deep run. Let's go look at that replay brought to you by this amazing community today. Sponsored by Runner Adams, Osboss, and everybody dropping those Prime subs. Thank you so much. And Osboss saying, you guys better get yourself into that betting pool. All right, though, Ahiless is looking good. And I see people in the chat. They're going riff. If not, they will soon. However, Ahiless going to see if they can get it done right here and right now. On to that next match.
Takeda.
However, Jiujitsuotter, do we switch it up? Does Stas have something else for us?
Sector. Jax. Shang Tsung.
Lawn Bomber, this is super entertaining. I love it. By the way, a lot of people you see on stream today are going to be a lot of players that we do not have on stream very often. Some of them are going to be first timers. But sometimes that brings out the best action. The low rock on stream, and I know for a fact Distorted is having a good time seeing this. Baraka, by the way, one of the more entertaining characters you will see, man. Definitely does put up a ton of damage, and I know ProStone's loving this as well. Nice. Oh, the whip of bottom is on the grab. Here comes Jiujitsuotter. Jiujitsuotter, an otter that can do jujitsu, just throwing you in triangle chokes, pulling butterfly guard, all kinds of crazy stuff. Nice. Lows all over the place, projectile all over the place. Ahiless having a hard time with this. No punish on that bad boy. Nice, good grab, no coming from Big Stars. Says the more toxic, the better. Oh, I agree. Overhead slam again, and here comes Jiujitsuotter. Jiujitsuotter pouring it on Ahiless. Nice low. Nice down one again. Can they get that shimmy neutron? Ahiless is pressing still. And this should be close to being the round. Let's see how it's gonna go. Nice big pressure from Ahiless. But wait a minute, Jiujitsuotter still with the lead. Good. And this is chip territory. He cannot afford to get hit again. And Ahiless trying to back him up into the corner, but the down one's gonna seal it. Holy moly, chat. We are getting our money's worth out of this. These guys are scrapping. This is not even Mortal Kombat. This is just like bar brawl. We know what we're looking at, but here comes Ahiless. And Ahiless trying to get this done sooner rather than later. Nice down one into the overhead slam. That's gonna be a punish though. However, the rocket's gonna connect. Not able to punish in time. By the way, Rocky Lucid, my goat, what's going on, my man? By the way, Prosto, we gotta give Lucid here a tryout this week. Remind me. Write that down. Nice. Down one again. But however, Ahiless with an excellent pickup. Can't fully convert though. However, they do make armor for a reason. You do better believe Jiujitsuotter is gonna be using it. Matt subbing carry. Am I gonna pick up Baraka? Absolutely. However, though, this is gonna be trouble. We're slamming him right back down, and this is gonna be Ahiless taking the round. We are all tied up, like me on that Saturday night. Let's get you back to the action.
Final round. Fight.
All right, Chad, let's see what the tea leaves are gonna be reading. Here comes none other than Jiujitsuotter. He does have the lead. Staz is looking good. Overhead slam, not gonna be any good. Tries to get those shimmy pressure. Not able to get it, but does get a juicy grab. Now moving things to the left side of the screen. And more damage means more breakaways. Staz will not be able to break away for the rest of the game. And here comes Ahiless, pouring it on. Ahiless dropping it. Ahiless going insane right now. Okay, nice low again. Hang on a second. Nice down one. However, though, we are gonna be taking those. Good defense from Otter. And Ahiless is trying to stagger from left to right, but it's gonna be Jiujitsuotter coming out on top. Overhead again. Good. Down one. And another grab. Says, get off of me. He said, babe, we take him. He pays, please, Lopian. I'm not sure. I can barely deal with one platinum. All right, let's see what those tea leaves are gonna be reading. Beautiful lows all over the place. The sector rockets. What's gonna hit? That could have been it. One more is all Jiujitsuotter needs, and that's gonna do it.
Finish him.
Jiujitsuotter able to tie this up 1-1. Ahiless in a little bit of trouble. And chat, these matches are extra spicy today, man. These are going the distance. Let's see if we can get a second straight game number 5. Keep in mind, this is just quarterfinal action. Immediately after this, we will be going to the semifinals, where it's only for the best of the best of the best. Sir, with honors. And all right, let's do this, though. It's going to be Jiujitsuotter and Ahiless. Game number 3 is in route. And chat, I cannot hear you. Make some noise for these players.
Sector. Kung Lao.
On to the next match. Let's see what Jiujitsuotter has planned. Ahiless coming out with their main character.
Until then, must I suffer?
All right, let's do it. Let's make it happen, and let's send it your way. Big Crunchy, the Sindel goat up in the building. How you been? All right, Jiujitsuotter and Ahiless. Overhead again. Nice. All right, this is a character, man, with some serious potential right here. The strike, the throw, but there's gonna be a punish. Slams him right back down, and we are now going all the way into the corner. Nice, Barry Bryson over here. He's loving, he's having himself a burger on the job. We love to see it. However, though, these kicks are not going to be benefiting you. 9 out of 10 dentists are not going to recommend you get kicked in the chest 5 or 6 times. Beautiful again. Ahiless with the lead. Ahiless starting to kind of pour it on Jet. Ahiless starting to pull away. And this should be the round unless he breaks away. Would not advise that. And that is going to be it. Ahiless now retaking the lead.
Round 2. Fight.
Nice. All right, not able to get anything off that confirmed, though. The sector rocket on the loose. However, though, that is going to be Ahiless taking it a little bit easy. Yeah, by the way, Jazwo at each other right now. This could be over before you know it. Nice. There's a nice punish, though, coming from Jiu-Jitsu. Jiu-Jitsu really starting to heat things up here. Slams him right back down. And a nice grab. Says, get off me. That is actually my purse. I don't know you. Nice. Plus frames again. The down one. And there's going to be some more damage. Jiu-Jitsu is bringing this back. This is a bar brawl, old school. This is gonna be some damage coming his way. And let's see, can Ahiless brings back, does get a beautiful auto shimmy. That's gonna be a problem. The auto turnaround. NetherRealm, fix your game. Holy moly, chat. And this is, by the way, going to be our last quarterfinal of the night. Let's see who's gonna be doing what. All right, though, neither wants to commit. It reminds me of every relationship ever. Beautiful plus frames again. The sector rocket on the loose, though. That is not gonna connect, and that is gonna be Ahiless, turning him around. The Kung Lao to add some damage. And Ahiless is starting to pull away. Jiujitsuotter has got to turn things up, and we are now going aerial. Ahiless is gonna get broken away on. Nice. All right, projectiles on the loose. Here's a little bit of armor right behind you. There are no refunds on that. Jump-ins again. Ahiless still trying to press, but it's gonna be Jiujitsuotter. This might be close to knotting it up. Slams him back down, and that sector rocket, though, what's he got planned? However, Ahiless says, I have projectiles of my own. We can make this work. Okay, fireballs all over the place. More fireballs. More fireballs. All the fireballs. Good, and that is gonna be Ahiless. This is gonna be a dominant lead. Not gonna be enough to kill, but the follow-up will, and that's gonna do it. That's Ahiless with a 2-1 lead. Absolutely getting that brutality to go alongside it.
Your future is history.
And that is again gonna be none other than Rift's own Ahiless getting back up on the board, a 2-1 lead. These are going as back and forth can get, and let's not waste your time. Let's go look at that replay. Holy moly, and by the way, CKRecords, yeah, Jazwo is from Europe. Coming from Germany, but you know what? Europe usually does get good connection. I'm sorry, North America does get good connection with Germany. However, though, let's go take it and let's send it your way onto game number 4. Let's do this.
Baraka, Liu-Kang, Tremor, Kung Lao, Hanging Gun.
All right, chat, on to the next game. It's going to be Jiujitsuotter. He needs to make this a game 5 if he wants any hope of coming through to the semifinals. Ahiless needs just one. By the way, coming up next is going to be Jazwo taking on CKRecords. That will be semifinal number 1. If Block Bombers say EU has the best player, some of them for sure. Some of them for sure. However, though, this is going to be Ahiless again, getting that big trip guard, throwing all kinds of fireballs all over the place. Slams him right back down. Nice forward 4 again. Down 1 to go alongside his own, but that's going to be Ahiless. Ahiless picking it up. Ahiless is going absolutely crazy. Going wild style. We like to see it, and Ahiless is starting to pull away right in front of our eyes. Forward 4 again, and the Lao hat. Hang on a second. Jiujitsuotter, he would need a burger, a solid burger, a 2-for-1 burger to bring this back, but that's gonna do it.
There is no reprieve coming.
All right, let's see, Chad. Let's see what we got coming our way. Let's see if it's gonna be Ahiless. Let's see if it's gonna be Jiujitsuotter. The forward 4, the fireball gonna be immediately countered. Good. All right, yeah, Jazwo, recreate that hill if you want to. Either way, it's gonna be some somewhat high ping. We know what we're dealing with. The Tremor, by the way, coming out of Jiujitsuotter. That Tremor is gonna be looking to do some dastardly things, as we can see. Big Grab says, get off of me, good sir. We shan't be doing that. You shall not be taking our pawn today, sir. Okay. One projectile, but what is that? That could have been an even bigger punish for Otter. Nice. Down 1 again. And look at this low. Forward 4's on display. The down 1's all over the place. All right, though. Fireballs, Lao hats, no punish. Forward 4 again. The block in, chat. This could be Jiujitsuotter with one more round, setting this to a final game. Let's see what he's got.
Fight.
And I just want to say thank you guys so much, man. Thank you guys so much coming through with those 3 prime bombs, really helping out the channel, supporting us, and of course giving to the players with that $20 gifted. Us Boss and Runner Adams, thank you guys so much for everything you do, helping make sure these events keep going daily. However, we gotta break away from that's a little bit too much ketchup on that hot dog. All right. Let's see it though. What is Ahiless gonna wake up with? Slams him right back down. The Tremor mix is gonna be good. Unable to convert. There is a big overhead, and this is not gonna be beneficial. Nice, good stuff again. All right. And let's see what we got though. Can Jiujitsuotter send this to a final round? Can he send this to a final game? What does he have intended? Fireballs again. Ahiless trying to whittle away at him. Can Rift get a semifinal? It's forward 4. Down 1. Nice, another down one. We're going overhead, but no mix. That could have been deadly. Is this gonna be enough? Is this gonna be enough? Ahiless gonna spend that damage while they can. And another forward 4. Down 1. Slams it right back down. Does not. He does get it. Holy moly, Chad. Holy moly. Jump-ins all over the place. You cannot get touched. What is Jiujitsuotter gonna do? Ahiless just needs one more hit and that's gonna do it. And Ahiless gonna take it by a score of 3-1. Jiujitsuotter, thank you so much for playing today. That is gonna be the set. Ahiless will move on to the semifinals. However, still a lot more banger matchups coming your way. And let me actually show you guys a little bit about what we got. This is gonna be must-see TV. The chat would even say vapor-view on sometimes. However, let's go look at that replay and then let's send it back your direction. And by the way, Ausbaus, thank you so much for handling those predictions. Really does help us out, chat. We are now ready for the semifinals. Let's make it happen, and let's show you how that bracket is looking like, and let's take you there. Cat Saver, always a pleasure, brother. Welcome back to the stream. So with that performance, it will be none other than Ahiless going to the semifinals, chat. Coming up next is going to be none other than Jazwo and CKRecords. The invites have already been sent out. Let's send it your way, and let's go.
Mileena, Ermac, Sonya Blade.
All right, Jazwo trying to represent here with the low mag. It's going to be CK coming through with the Mileena, a character we love to see here on stream.
You have my parents' souls.
We cannot obey you, Empress.
All right, let's do it. Let's make it happen. He said owner is old as fuck. DJ. All right, Prostone. What are our options for kicking him off the team? Hang on, Pikachu, what's going on? Thank you so much for the follow. CK is looking pretty good out here, I got to admit myself. However, though, that's going to be some armor. It's going to be a little bit of a whiffopotamus. So one is old, one is bald. God damn you, Geestar. Rips is trying to take my clan back from me. I can't allow it. Now we're jumping all over the place, though. Jazwo's still trying to get their way up in those DMs. Jazwo, they have to now chase CKRecords, it looks like. However, the zoning gonna be ever prevalent for the Mileena. Big punish, good defense coming from Jazwo. Gotta have him break away. Jump-ins again, no punish. And that's gonna be a direct one to the Dome Nugget. Here comes Jazwo. Jazwo will need significantly more than this. Let's see what they got in their agenda. Overhead is gonna whiff. Overhead is no good. You gotta be on the watch out for that Sonya. The jump-in's gonna punish. And look at this, man. You see Jazwo moving in and out. Reminds me of... Anyway, Jazwo coming through again. Jazwo gonna take the lead. All right, though, looking good. And this might actually be the round. This might be actually enough. This is CK. They cannot break away. They're at the 30, the 40. Can they get to the 50? Maybe even the 60. And that is gonna do it. That's gonna be none other than Jazwo bringing it back with the Gento combo.
Fight.
Prosto, why are you saying this like you're not 99 years old? All right, listen, I'm still hip. I'm still youth. Skibbity, Riz, Aura. What's the other word? Huzz? I don't know. Would it be cheaper just to outright be the MK Definitive Edition or buy the base game with all DLC? Pikachu, the Definitive Edition is super cheap right now. It's like 70% off. It's super cheap, just like Prosto. Nice, good again, though. We're going crazy. It's gonna be Jazwo. Jumps in again, and look at these punishes. Jazwo going insane. And this is gonna be some serious damage, and Jazwo gonna dominate this game in a Game 1 win. And just like that, Jazwo looking pretty clean. And Chad, why are we letting DJ roast me right now? Somebody get him out of here. Either way, let's go look at that replay if we can. A super banger match. By the way, if you're just joining for the first time today, this is going to be Vape's Fight Night. We do tournaments on a daily basis. However, this top 8 is heating up into overtime. By the way, we do have an open tournament live in the Discord. You can join it, and it will be going down tomorrow.
Round 1, fight.
All right, let's do it. Let's make it happen, though. Let's see if Jazwo can clean this up, and let's see if CK can get rid of those cobwebs. Nice overhead, though. Not going to hit, though. CK going to be pressing. CK trying to convert. And CK going to be going through and taking care of business. Is going to be Jazwo. Overhead is going to be kind of not really that good. We got to call it like we see it. However, though, once again, if you're enjoying the channel, be sure to follow. It really does help us out. There's going to be a ball rolling. Here comes Big Mileena. CK, he can do some damage, though. The overhead's going to hit. All right, nice. Good stuff again. The overhead as well. And that's going to be a big ball roll, but he drops it. Performance issues, 1 in 5 men. Going to be suffering from that. You need those gas station pills. However, though, Jazwo whiffing in public, that is a class 3 felony. Nice. And yo, what's going on, auto viewer? We are just in the middle of a tournament. How is your day? By the way, there's CK getting the round. And by the way, currently a $20 prize pool. If anybody does want to support that any further, all you gotta do is hit the donation tab. Never mandatory, but always appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for supporting these events. We love you guys. However, the 1-2, and now that's gonna be corner pressure all from Jazwo. Jazwo pulling away. Some serious damage is looking pretty serious. Holy moly, and Jazwo looking to clean this up. This should be enough. I do think so. He's gonna jump in, and that's gonna do it. All right, Jazwo, looking pretty good. However, we are all tied up here in game number 2. Can CK get on the board? Time will tell, and time is telling us right now that here is going to be CK getting Jazwo a little bit stuck. Help me, step bro, I'm stuck. You said it, Chad, not me. All right, throw the low again. Jump-ins all over the place. And now onion rings are going to be dominating this scoreboard. What's going on, DJ? DJ, focus on the match. These are good matches. All right, and Jazwo again trying to find that range. However, though, there's gonna be a big punish. CK can't break. All that meter has been spent. And this is gonna be one-way traffic coming courtesy of big Jazwo. Jazwo gonna take the lead. Nice. God damn it, DJ. All right, though, again and again, Jazwo heating this one up like crazy. But wait a minute. Spend it, spend it, spend it. No, but now let it loose, okay? Hang on a second. Overhead is gonna be good. Can CK bring this back? This should be close. And that's gonna do it. We are all tied up. And that is gonna be Jazwo absolutely going down. And CK getting back on the board. Maybe the switch of cards was ideal. We will see. Either way, on to the next round we go. Let's take it to that replay. By the way, welcome to Vape's Fight Night, where we are all things hype. We'd like to give you guys plenty of energy. Make sure you guys are feeling all the hype. Let me see those emotes in chat, and let me make sure this chat still has a pulse. All right, game number 3. Let's see who's going to be taking that lead. Will it be Big CK? Will it be Big Jazwo? And by the way, Platinum Hunt coming through with all the love. Cat Saver with some interesting emotes, to say the least.
Your parents wish you nothing but peace.
They can tell me that themselves, Ermac.
And once again, if you're not already following the channel, consider doing so. It really does help us out, and it helps give you those notifications that much sooner. However, though, this is Jazwo. They're going to be starting off with the lead. And Salty's saying, where are the counterpicks? Where's the Homelander? Where's the Terminator? Where's the Gabagoo? What the fuck is wrong with me? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Or maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just keep this tournament going. However, the beautiful conversion coming from CK. This is going back and forth, and now CK with the lead. Nice. All right. And that's going to be a big, big connection coming from Jazwo. Here comes... No, Janet. Nice. Oh, there's the Janet. And this is all one-way traffic. This should be enough to be the round, if I'm not mistaken. But I probably am mistaken. However, this is going to be Jazwo on the verge of cleaning this up, and that's going to do it. Holy moly, all right, this is going the distance. Chat, some of the best matches we have had the pleasure of seeing today. Nice. Let's see it though. Jazwo does have their work cut out for him. Morales Miles, talk to me. How is life for you nowadays, man? Dude, welcome back to the events. Love to see you. Nice big use of the armor. And Janet there, we got a breakaway. I don't know if I agree with that breakaway. We will see. However, Jazwo does not have the life lead. They will have to get up into those DM spicy hordes. Oh my god, how are you doing today? Big whiffopotamus coming from CK, and we're gonna be taking advantage of that. Here comes Jazwo. Jazwo lighting this place up like a Christmas tree. Jazwo going wild. Jazwo still not done. Trying to get that shimmy neutron, and he does. Outstanding lead for Jazwo. However, CK now will have... Wait a minute, though. What is this pressure? And this is gonna do it. Jazwo with a 2-1 score. And explodes them all over the place. We'd love to see it. We'd love to see it, chat. Holy moly, all right, and CK is in trouble just like that. Let's go take a look at that replay, and let's send it your way. Tez only in the building. Much love, my goat. All right, guys, now with what we are seeing here, this is only going to be a matter of time. Is it going to be Jazwo storming through with that 3-1, or do we get another Game 5? I'm down for either option, and let's get it.
Ermac, Mileena, Janet.
And by the way, Steve, make sure I pronounce it.
At the time
Steve Gett,
of
what's
your
going on? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the building, brother, and great to have you around here.
To spend eternity in the living forest.
Welcome everybody just tuning in. Let's do the damn thing. It's Jazwo and CK, and here start your engines, game number 4. And by the way, big fire kick coming from DK Ellis, and you gotta tune in. You gotta make sure you lock in. In regret we trust. I hope in regret we trust. What's going on, brother? Thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the stream. And Black Rune Bear, thank you so much for the follow as well. Thank you guys all so much. However, though, that follower goal is getting lit up, and now it is Jazwo getting lit up. But they're gonna retort. Look at this, though. The Gento combo's coming through. This is gonna be some disgusting damage. And Jazwo showing no signs of slowing down. He's going insane. However, though, we gotta smash him right back down. There's the Lao hat, and this is gonna be the round absolute. No, he drops. What? The big grab, that might be enough to seal it. We gotta break away. All right, Death's Embrace is gonna be on. You gotta be careful. The down one, the Lao hat, and what? Jazwo is out here scamming, and that is gonna be the round. Jazwo on set point. By the way, Redvis and Ahiless, get those invites ready, please, and thank you. Big jump-ins as well. Oh, I know. I was testing you guys, of course. I know it's 2-1 for Jazwo. It's a prank, bro. All right, let's see it. By the way, Big Fire X, great to see you in the house. I hear we may get to see you on stream tomorrow. We'll find out. Big Lao hat again. Jazwo getting clipped by those. And the ball roll gonna be landing at will almost. The mix no good, and that's gonna be a direct punish. And here comes Jazwo. Jazwo trying to light this place up like a Christmas tree. Let's see if he's got the technique. Let's see if he's got the technology. However, though, that's not gonna be doing any damage, though, because of the Death's Embrace. Oh, the up block. Here comes Jazwo. Is this gonna be enough? This might be GG's, chat. There is no breakaway in sight. How much damage are we gonna get? He's at the 50. Can he get to that 60? Can he complete it? And Jazwo's gonna take it. Jazwo with a 3-1 score, 65% on the board. Yeah, check please, man. No more of that. That is a scary Ermac, if I do say so myself. However, moving on to grand finals is going to be none other than Jazwo. Let's go take a look at that replay, and then let's show you the next semifinal we've got on the board. Holy moly, chat. Holy moly. I don't even know what to say except for CK. Thank you so much for coming through. A very impressive performance. However, coming through now, we got to show you guys. Let's take it back to that bracket. With that performance, it'll be none other than Big Jazwo coming through, making it happen, and making that grand finals appearance. By the way, I do not believe Jazwo has won a tournament here yet. Today could be a first. We will see. However, coming up next is going to be Redvis taking on Ahiless. Let's send it your way. Let's go, and let's roll.
Conan.
All right, Ahiless, what do you come out with against the Lonan? One of the worst characters in the game, I might add. However, can do some serious chunks of change.
Jiujitsuotter.
And here we go, chat. It's gonna be Redvis and Ahiless. This is semifinal number 2. By the way, Jazwo, send me an invite. I want to make sure the cough is restarted every single match.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, and as Conan always follows the golden rule, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Wait a minute, don't big overhead slam. Nice, the gut punch as well, 9 out of 10. Orthodontists are not gonna recommend that you get stabbed with a giant sword in your gut. However, the Conan run is gonna get clipped, and here comes Ahiless. Ahiless is going wild. Nice, and the spin to win character that is the Lopian. Ahiless coming out with the best loadout of Scorpion you can have. Nice. Oh, but no punish on that. Remember, Shujinko, generally plus on his strings. Jazwo, I do have your invite. Thank you so much. And by the way, what's going on, big mate? When do we get to see you back? All right, Ahiless coming out with that Scorpion. If you've never heard of some of these players, man, these are some of the sweatiest players in Europe. Nice overhead slam again, and this is gonna be Big Redvis taking the lead, and this should be the round. There it is.
You made one mistake.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, let's do it. Let's send it your way. However, we're gonna be breaking away on that bad boy. We already know what's going down. The big overhead, that is gonna be plus. However, Farah to your dome nugget, that is not gonna be ideal. 9 out of 10 dentists, not gonna recommend that. However, here comes Ahiless. Okay, nice armor though coming from Big Redvis though, bringing him back in, bringing him back all the way in. And Redvis is lighting this place on fire. Redvis putting it on. Redvis going crazy. And let's see what we got. The plus on block spear, man. You hate to see it. That being said, I kind of like to see it. And by the way, guys, thank you all so much for the support coming through, watching the events, subbing, helping out the prize pool. Thank you guys so much, helping us do these events every single day. Nice. I don't know, DJ. Nobody tells me nothing. I'm assuming because Ahiless is not punishing it. However, though, this will be the game. This will be Redvis taking it. And a 1-0 score coming from Redvis. He's not done, but that will be one way to get ahead.
Rest is for falchions.
Brutality.
And Redvis, man, who does it better than him with the Conan? Looking pretty spectacular. Onto that replay we go. And remember, guys, we invite all skill levels to come here to Vape's Fight Night, man. We have a lot of players. Either if you're bad like myself or good like DJ on certain days, not others, then you are welcome to play here. It doesn't matter. Get up in here and get yourself a match. On to the next match we go. A 1-0 lead currently for Big Redvis. All right, let's do it, though. A 1-0 score, and now Ahiless going to be switching up the characters.
Jiujitsuotter. Cum Lao.
He said picture frames? What are we talking about? I don't even know. You guys are saying that, not me.
One request. Grant me revenge.
I cannot, Conan.
All right, let's do it, Chad. Let's make this happen, and let's get going. Tez, let's get you up in here. Tez, I know the owner. I'll talk to him. We'll make sure we get you a match. All right, fireballs on this play. Gonna be trying to zone out the low end, but you don't want to zone for too long, because once this Conan gets in, you will be in some deep shit. Nice low, into the fireballs again. Fireball City, population you, bro. Fireballs all over the place, but we can retort with some of our own. Nice. Oh, the walk up from Big Redvis, looking pretty good. However, though, that Shujinko still charging, gonna be getting clapped out of his session. Big throw combos coming your way. Here comes Ahiless. Oh, Tez, you're gonna take on me on the first game. Very first game, you're taking on me. Nice 4-4 again. Ahiless is starting to roll away. Redvis has got a break. Does not want to deal with that. Yo, what's up, my go Viewclin? Welcome back to the channel. Viewclin, check this out. Look at this Conan. He is taking no prisoners. Nice. And a nice grab as well, stabbing him right in the gut. Never ideal. Can Redvis bring this all the way back? Ahiless still with the lead, at least 4 now. Let's see what we got. The full weight of That could have been super bad for Ahiless, but they are going to comfortably take that round.
This is just beginning.
All right, Ahiless, though.
Fight.
Just what the doctor ordered. Let's see what else they've got in the tank. This is going to be semifinal number 2. Remember, the winner does go to grand finals to take on Big Jazwo. Overhead slam. However, though, these plus frames are looking mighty plus, if I do say so myself. Nice big punish coming from Big Redvis. Redvis trying to make that grand finals run. We have not seen him in quite some time. Go to that grand finals, and now he's swinging away, and he's knocking it out of the park. Donnie went ball game on that one, and the spin to win as well. Good. And wait, the frames are looking mighty plus, and this is gonna be a no. That's gonna be a punish. Here comes Redvis. And this is one-way traffic. Ahiless is in some big trouble. 1-1 here in game number 2.
Like your grit.
Final round. Fight.
What's going on, Big Cat Kung Fu? Welcome back to the stream. Welcome everybody tuning in, man. Nice. Oh, the low not gonna hit though. We do have some counters for that. 4-4 again. This is gonna do a burger. This is gonna do a solid chunk of change. Can Ahiless get on the board? We will find out. Slams him right back down. Nice. Oh, the overhead slam does get him. And let's see. Oh, calling him out as Ahiless. And Ahiless with a significant lead. So another grab. This should do it. Redvis will have one more breaker. He will spend it. All right, fireballs all over the place though, but you are going to be getting clipped by that. You got to be careful. Shujinko is no joke. And another grab. However, Shujinko charging it once more. What is the game plan here? Ahiless going to try to zone. And 4-4, no good. Does not get those plus frames. He does get those plus frames. That could have been it. And that's the way. We got to bring one more. Oh, we're putting on the buff. We're putting on the buff. And Ahiless, though, wait, we're coming back from the dead. Just like a bowling ball, Redvis is always coming back. Who is going to take this? Can Redvis rob this? Overhead again. Down 1. We are pressing. 4-4. And wait, there's no way. And that's gonna be Ahiless. We are tied up 1-1. Redvis now going through it himself.
Liu-Kang wins.
And chat, now Ahiless looking pretty good. Redvis will need to answer back. We have seen him pull out that Ghostface when things get a little bit scary. However, let's see if Ahiless can take that 2-1 lead or if Redvis will respond accordingly. And let's get you back to the action. And chat, if you could feel the amount of blood in my face right now just from doing this stream. Oh, let's get you back to it. Ahiless and Redvis all tied up. Let's do the damn thing.
Liu-Kang, Conan.
And by the way, guys, we do have a new Twitter. Go ahead and follow it if you would like to. I usually do follow back unless your name is Salty. I'm kidding. Let's go.
Aside.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, though, let's see who's got the goods. Let's see who's going to be bringing it back your direction. Nice. Going aerial, it would appear. Coming for big Ahiless. Ahiless with the lead. Oh, but the duck upon him is coming from Redvis. Going aerial, bound and down, though. We are slamming you right back in here, it looks like. And Redvis now tearing the competition apart. Good low. Good. The double fireball, the 2-for-1 deal we see. 4-4 again. Nice going aerial. And this is going to be Ahiless. Wait a minute, though. Here comes Redvis. Redvis with a beautiful counter. And this could be close. One more will be enough. And that is gonna do it. Redvis on the verge of going up 2-1.
Round 2. Fight.
And let's see what the tea leaves are reading for this one, Chad. Let's see who's gonna be taking this. Forwards all over the place, but we do use some armor. Getting Ahiless a little bit honest. Big whip punish coming from Ahiless. The jump in's gonna connect. Ahiless continuing to tee off left, right, and center field. Forwards again. Down 1. Good. Down 1 all over the place. Wait a minute, though. Ahiless is mashing. And going aerial is going to be none other than Redvis trying to spend that armor. And Ahiless, though, with some solid defense. Riff is looking good today. Nice low again. 4-4 all over the place. The Lao hat not going to connect. Overhead slam once more. Ahiless, can they get this done? Redvis is poised. Overhead again. However, Ahiless not afraid to press, but that's going to be a big duck. Wait, oh, here comes Redvis with the spin to win, and we are going aerial. But a drop to mold, not like this. That is gonna most likely be the round. However, hang on a second. 1,200 health, it makes you wonder, Chad, I don't know. And this is going to be Ahiless. What do they got for us? Is it going to kill? No, he's alive, but he's mostly dead. But wait, no. Redvis, don't you dare, Redvis, and that's gonna do it! And Redvis is still going, and that is gonna be one way to get ahead, a 2-1 lead. Chat, the matches today have been pure cinema. I don't even know what to say, man. I do not know what to say, except for we gotta go and take a look at that replay. DJ was asking me to say the Conan scream. You know what? I'm gonna do it just for the one time, but only once. However, I'm having a great time here. Hopefully you are as well, Chad. Hopefully we can provide you that little bit of an escape, at least for the meantime. Let's get you back to the action. You said your commentary is absolute cinema, Mizera. Thank you so much. We just try to hype you guys up. That's all it is. That's all it is. And by the way, if you guys are enjoying the action, you want to support the players a little bit further, you can do so right here. Never mandatory, but always appreciated. Helps keep the events going, helps keep the players interested. We do love to see it. Let's see who comes out tomorrow, but we got to focus on today. 4-4s again. We're going to be slamming you right back down. I said, yeah, they have shown up to Blonde Bomber. Some of the best sets I have seen in quite some time. I would not want to have missed that. However, though, you might be able to catch this live on the YouTube. Fireball's going to be everywhere. And Ahiless trying to knot this bad boy. A big grab, though, coming from Big Redvis. Low, 4-4. What are we doing here, chat? What are we doing here? Why do we watch this, man? Oh my goodness. However, Ahiless is going to be taking Redvis through the gauntlet. More 4-4s. Nice down 1. And all right, Ahiless trying to establish that stagger game. However, Redvis not going to wait away to find out. Ahiless, though, does seem to own the speed advantage. However, Redvis owns that power advantage in multiple ways. All right, the Lao hat does not get the mix. The 4-4 is no good. Redvis, though, holding true. That defense is looking spicy. Nice, slams him back down, but there's going to be another big grab, and here comes Ahiless. And into the air we go. Let's see it, though. Ahiless, that's going to be the round. Absolutely. And Ahiless is only going to be down by 1 round. Let's see if he can bring it all the way back and do the damn thing.
Fight.
All right, though, jump-ins again, fireballs all over the place, but we got some fireballs of our own. This man Redvis be copying people. I don't like it, but that being said, I kind of like it. Forward for pressure, a big grab, though. That sword gonna be going all the way through. Now you can see through their intentions and their intestines. They had cake for breakfast. All right, jump-ins again, and look at this. This is gonna be a solid burger coming from Redvis. Can Redvis make that fireball? I'm sorry, can Redvis make that grand finals appearance? Nice big grab. This is a dominant round from Redvis. And we are moving left, we are moving to right, and this should be the round. Ahiless not bothering to break away, knows it's a lost cause, and this is gonna be a tie ball game here in game number 4.
Final round. Fight.
And I don't know what to say, Chad. By the way, what's going on, Poseidon? Great to see you in the building. I heard he's hosting a $1,000 tournament February 30th. Oh yeah, Poseidon, you heard about that? Yeah, it's gonna be this coming leap year. However, again, this is gonna be Redvis slamming and the healer's right back down. Redvis will be on set point. Can he do this damn thing? Can he get this going? Can he finish off where he started? Good, the big knee as well. Down one, but here comes Ahiless. Yo, what's going on, Sen Planetinos? Talk to me, my goat. Forwards all over the place. Redvis needs one more combo. There will be no breakaway from Ahiless if he's able to be on his P's and Q's. Slams him back down. Shujiko still charging. What will Redvis do from here? The fireballs again. He's getting out-zoned by his own character. And that is gonna do it. That's gonna be Redvis. Holy moly, a 3-1 score just like that. And GG's to both players. And chat, that leaves only one more match for us. We have grand finals coming our way. And let me show you exactly what it is that looks like. Onto the replay we go, and then onto that bracket we go. And by the way, if you're enjoying the action, make sure you do follow the channel. It certainly does help us out. And we did just crack almost 4,800 followers. Thank you again to this amazing community, man. Much love and more good stuff to come. All right, so with that result, chat, we got one more boss battle coming our way. It's gonna be Ermac versus the Conan or the Ghostface, because Redvis is gonna be making his way downtown all the way to grand finals. And now let's do this together, or let's do this as friends. Let's make this happen. Grand finals is coming your way. All right, chat, grand finals, a 1st to 3. Is it gonna be Redvis? Is it gonna be Jazwo? Who's bringing the goods? We're coming out with the Lonan.
Shujinko.
Will Jazwo be able to do this? And ViewClan is saying W finals. Getting ready to welcome your newest nephew in a couple weeks. Let's go. Dude, love to see it, man. New family on the horizon. By the way, Tweety coming through with the big raid. Thank you so much, Tweety. Hopefully you had a great stream, man. Love to see you live more often, by the way. If you're just coming through from Tweety's stream, man, hopefully it was a banger. The best T1000 in the world coming at you. Cheerios, thank you so much for the follow. And by the way, Dreadshot, thank you so much for the follow. Much love to everybody. You're just in time for our grand finals. Thank you so much, Tweety. Give yourself a great rest of the day. Hope to see you live later on. Shout outs to Tweety, man, the NA East champion. You will see him at Final Combat, but we gotta focus on this grand finals. And here we go. We are lighting up this scoreboard right in front of us. Let's see who's gonna be bringing the damage. All right, but Redvis is gonna be taking Jazwo through the ringer. Jazwo in some serious trouble. Oh, big grab, and that will be the round. Redvis starting off in some good ways. However, chat, Redvis has had to fight his way here tooth and nail. This is not gonna be easy. Like my ex, I mean, hope she's doing well. We gotta focus on the match, chat. 1, 2. Oh, try to get those whiffopotamus punishes. Redvis, though, gonna be laying it on. Let's see what we got here. All right, the jump in the low, not gonna catch him. Nice. Jazwo, the overhead, but we got armor. The delayed armor, you love to see it. Big grab, 14% to your dome nugget. Beautiful stuff. And wait a minute, though. Here we go, an aerial. Said rest in pepperoni, says Pikachu. God damn you, Pikachu. I love it, man. By the way, thank you so much for following the channel today. That goes to everybody. And let's see the low now coming out of Redvis in a dominant round. That will be it. Puts him right down on the sword. That will be game number 1 in the books. And Spawn P's and Q's on the evening news. You better believe it. High as a bitch. That's me on the moon. Let's go take a look at that replay. Redvis gonna be dominating that first game. And once again, guys, welcome to the event. If you're just tuning in or if you've been here the entire time, Jazwo is going to have to get some steam in their engine. Remember, this is only a first to 3. Dreadshot. And we just try to hype you guys up, man. Hopefully you enjoy it. And if you don't, you can always mute the stream and just see this excellent action. By the way, guys, we are live 3 p.m. Eastern time every single day with a new tournament. Who is going to win today? Will it be Redvis or will it be Jazwo? Here we go into game number 2.
You cannot break the magic which binds us.
All spells can be
What's
broken.
going on, Big Elson? Great to see you. Hopefully you've had a great day. I see you coming in through Tweety stream, and it looks like it was a banger. However, Redvis now trying to tee up, trying to get that 2-0 lead. Who's got the goods? All right, 60% could be on the board. Let's see what the tea leaves read for us, at least for now. Jazwo dominating Redvis. So I'm cheering Redvis because he is a strong 10 and he came to win. Oh, you better believe it. There's 20 reasons why he's got to be an Omega Sweat. However, though, this is going to be Redvis now trying to make that comeback. Oh, no, this is going to be Jazwo sitting up in the air like a piñata, and now he is getting cracked. And Jazwo, that life lead is disappearing in front of us. And Redvis laying it on. Redvis, pillar to post domination. Jazwo's got to get going. Oh, we're waking up with buttons. Yo, Grimstar. I am so sorry to hear that, brother. Welcome back to the event. And I'm so sorry to hear about that, brother. But you know what? Hopefully we can take your mind off it, at least for a little bit. Much love, brother. If you ever need anything, I am most certainly here. However, though, let's focus on the match right here and now. That's going to be Redvis. He's going to spend that fatal. But this might not kill, actually. I'm interested. Cutie Pal is coming up in here with some attitude. What's going on, Cutie Pal? By the way, Cutie Pal, why did you change your partner badge color? I'm pissed. And that's not going to do it. That's not it. That's not death yet. Oh, this is might not kill. I don't know. Jazwo's got a block. Nice grab. 14%. Okay, yeah, that's true, Poseidon. Whatever Poseidon says, I agree with. I don't fucking know. Spin to win, but this is gonna be death. Here comes Jazwo!
We are unstoppable.
He said, why don't you try for CH or Rip's new team? Yeah, I know, yeah, that's true. Whatever Poseidon says, the answer is yes. Nice. Good stuff again, and what is this damage we see coming here from none other than the low Mac Jazwo really starting to tee it up. That's true. Poseidon, he already spent the team credit card. He threw him in the water, though you can't trace it. Nice, good looks from Jazwo with the lead. Can Jazwo tie this bad boy up? Only time will tell. By the way, Jazwo in front of 180 people. This is going insane. Nice low, and another big grab, but we're gonna break away from that most certainly. Big damage again, Jazwo on the verge of closing this out. Can they do it? And Jazwo just needs one more hit. And this is gonna be close, but that's gonna nail him. And that is gonna be guaranteed. Jazwo with a 1-1 score. We are all tied up, just like me on a Friday night. And CGF is showing their name, man. Very good clan. Have I mentioned that once or twice? Let's go to that replay. All right, guys, again, let's see if Jazwo can return and take this tournament. Or will it be Redvis getting it done? We will find out here and now. On to the next game. Game number 3 coming on your way. Blonde Bomber says, where's Banshee? Probably in Turkey.
Conan, Ermac, Janet Cave, Jinko.
All right, let's do this, chat. Let's see who's going to win this grand finals. Will it be Redvis? Will it be Jazwo?
All spells can be broken.
That's a very good point, Demon Hands. It's a very good point. Evil Carnage, I should say.
Fight.
By the way, Disc King, what's going on, brother? Welcome back. Hopefully everything is good on your side of the aisle. And Club Vita in the building as well, man. This is a W stream. All the goats are here. And Carnage. Steve Guest says, nice matches, dude. Thank you so much, man. The player I meant, I'm just the middleman. I can only bring the players here. Let's see it, though. Let's see who's got the goods. By the way, currently a $20 money match, courtesy of this amazing community. If anybody does want to donate to the winning player, you can do so right there. By the way, guys, we are on the YouTubes as well. Be sure to give us a follow, subscribe to our channel, watch every single one of our videos in a row. However, though, this is going to be Redvis. He is going to be taking this one back and putting on some spicy damage. Nice, into the air we go in a dominant round coming from Redvis.
You made one mistake.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, by the way, guys, we do these events every single day, 3 p.m. Eastern time, and the Southpaw's coming through with the Omega 5 bomb. Let's go! Southpaw's making it happen and making it rain. Thank you so much, Off. Not just for the 10 bomb today, but also for crushing that sub goal. We love you, Sauce. And Easy Slow, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. If you do have those emotes, let the Ops Boss know some love, all right? If we can, give them some W's. However, though, this is going to be Jazwo trying to bring this back right in front of us. And this is going to be 60%. Is this going to be the 60? Does he go for the reset? Shit! And by the way, 8 subs on the board, $20 to the winning player. However, here comes Jazwo. Do you spin the fatal? Redvis is going to have breaker soon. He's going to let it rip, man, like he's in an elevator. And this is going to not be the round, but it will be a life lead. Sauce, thank you again, brother. Thank you so much. And all right, this is going to be the lead for Jazwo. This will not be the round. However, Jazwo, you got to be on those P's and Q's before you end up on that evening news. Oh! Redvis with the punish of a lifetime. Jazwo breaks. And we're going to be throwing that projectile at you. That is going to be that cameo. What do we got? And that's going to be Redvis. And Redvis with a 2-1 score. Doing a little bit of surgery on the job, ripping out the neck. And that is going to be one way to get ahead.
I'll go as far as any.
Brutality. Conan wins.
Chat, why don't we watch this? We'll figure it out one day. We're going to look back on this like it was a fever dream. And shit, says Oz, yeah. Nightmare, yeah, no pun intended. I've only said it like 45 times this stream, guys. And DJ going absolutely crazy. I know he's yelling that sound effect into his phone, by the way. We love you, DJ. Let's go. Yeah, all right, Chad, we got to do this thing right here and now. This could be the last game of the night.
The pyramid.
Fighting many souls will be a
And
trial.
what is that, my boy Alan in the building? Where have you been my entire life? Alan, we have been all over the freeway. CHP has been called. We're going left, we're going right, we're going center field. And by the way, Osboss, if you can do me a favor, do not handle the last prediction. I will do it myself. However, we gotta see, is this gonna be the last match? Does Jazwo have the goods to bring this back? We will see. However, Jazwo with an exceptional lead. However, on the low end, you're gonna have to keep that going. There's a big grab. And this is Grand Finals, the last match of the night. Blonde Bomber coming through with the amazing Wind Queen emotes. We love you, Tigress. And Osboss coming through with those Blonde Bomber emotes. Where's my emote, okay? Where do I get some love? Nice big grab again. By the way, and guys, we will be live tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, 9 p.m. Central European time. Get to the chopper, says Demon. It says Carnage. Here comes Jazwo again. Do we get that game number 5 that we've been looking for? He just says, where's my emote? I'll look for it. I can't find it. Nobody can find it. Trying to get that sweep. Oh, no sweep. This could be close. Redvis says enough is enough. We are going to be breaking away. Oh, here comes Jazwo. Oh, the armor. This should do it. This should be it. Jazwo is only down by 1 round. God damn you, boss. Coming through with the sus emotes, but I would not have it any other way.
Fight.
And let's see who's bringing those goods today. Let's see. How do we join tournament? All you gotta do is join the Discord. Try out. We take signups every single day, by the way, Pika. You can most certainly do that. By the way, Tez, great to see you back in the house. And we're going Ariel. Redvis does not want to go to that game 5, but I would love to see it. Only time will tell. Jazwo gonna be waking up with some armor. Big Baba Frankie, my goat, welcome back. How is your vacation? And why did I not get an invite? Chat, remember, you're playing a big fight night. You gotta break up with all your girlfriends, your boyfriends. You gotta make sure I'm priority number 1. Oh, the spin to win, and that's gonna be Redvis. He is on set point.
There is always a way.
See both these guys going nuts.
Fight.
All right, though. He said, how are we doing, dude? I'm doing amazing. We've had an amazing stream. Tweety came through with a big raid. It's been everything you could ask for, man. W stream. Shout outs to the South Bouse. Shout outs to Runner Adam. Shout outs to everybody who has helped out today. And shout outs to everybody who has watched. We love you guys. However, the energy is going high. I'm getting even higher. I'm on 5 marijuanas. All right, let's see it. Let's go and let's roll. Redvis looking to put this one away. Jazwo is in some trouble. And this could be enough to do it. Let's see it. Down one's all over the place. And another big grab. Redvis, he's close. And this, wait. Hang on a second, chat. Don't count your chickens before they egg. Jump-ins again. Let's see what Jazwo can do. No death. No, I'm sorry. Death's Embrace. Not gonna be taking any damage, but this is gonna do it, and that is gonna be it. That is gonna be the set, chat. And Redvis gonna win it by a set of 3, by a score of 3-1. And GG's to everybody involved. Nothing but love. And guys, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for making this event what it is. And guys, we will be back tomorrow. Redvis, congratulations on your tournament win. $20 is going to you. Big Daffy in the chat. Either way, guys, so much love for each and every one of you for coming through, making this event what it was. Either way, let's go take a look at that bracket and let's crown our champion if we can. Guys, it's always a pleasure. And you know we'll be back tomorrow. Other than that, I got nothing else for you. Redvis, congratulations on your tournament title. Runner Adams, nothing but love. And Onyx, welcome to the stream. Guys, other than that, I'm gonna send you to the best Sub-Zero. One of the best Sub-Zeros at MK1. Be sure to show him some love. I'm talking about Just Measy. Other than that, guys, we will see you hopefully soon. Much love and see you later. Bye-bye now.